Are you tired of struggling with a knife to get those perfect, even slices of meat for your sandwiches or charcuterie boards? Do you want to save money by buying meat in bulk and slicing it yourself? Have you ever wondered which meat slicers actually deliver professional results at home? Today, I'm going to answer all these questions as I take you through the 7 best meat slicers on the market that I've personally tested and reviewed. From budget-friendly options to professional-grade machines, I've spent weeks putting these slicers through their paces, testing them with everything from soft cheeses to tough roasts. Let's dive into the countdown of the best meat slicers available today. 7. Weston Electric Meat Cutting Machine. The Weston Electric Meat Cutting Machine comes with an array of features that initially caught my attention. It offers adjustable slicing thickness, allowing you to go from deli-thin cuts to slices over half-inch thick. The machine runs on a belt-driven motor, which is designed to provide smooth slicing, and it comes with a food pusher with teeth to ensure better control while slicing. The non-slip suction feet are meant to keep the slicer stable, and the removable 9-inch stainless steel blade is supposed to make cleaning easier. When I first unboxed the Weston slicer, I was impressed by its solid construction with corrosion-resistant coated steel and aluminum housing. However, after using it for several days, I noticed that the food tray's tilting mechanism wasn't as smooth as I'd hoped. When dealing with larger cuts of meat, I found myself struggling a bit with the feeding angle, which wasn't always ideal for consistent slicing. This became particularly noticeable when I tried to slice a large ham for a family gathering. The results were less uniform than I expected. The 150-watt motor, while adequate for basic slicing tasks, seemed to struggle when faced with tougher cuts of meat. I noticed that when slicing partially frozen beef for a stir-fry, the motor slowed down considerably, and I had to take breaks to prevent overheating. This limitation makes it less suitable for heavy-duty or continuous use, which might be a consideration if you're planning to process large quantities of meat regularly. 6. Borlebbi Meat Slicer. The Borlebbi Meat Slicer arrives with some promising specifications, including a powerful 200-watt motor and 2 removable stainless steel blades, one serrated and one non-serrated, to handle different types of food. The adjustable thickness control knob allows for customization from ultra-thin to 15mm thick slices, which seemed versatile enough for various culinary needs. The die-cast aluminum construction promises durability and rust resistance, while the non-slip suction cup feet are designed to provide stability during operation. Upon testing the Borlebbi slicer, I found the dual blade system to be a thoughtful inclusion. The serrated blade worked well for bread and softer items, while the non-serrated blade was better suited for meats and firmer foods. The thickness adjustment was relatively intuitive, allowing me to switch between paper-thin prosciutto slices and thicker cuts for sandwiches. The included stainless steel tray was a nice touch for catching the sliced food, though it's on the smaller side and fills up quickly when processing larger quantities. However, I noticed some concerning issues with the construction quality after extended use. Several of the plastic components, particularly in the food pusher mechanism, felt less durable than I'd prefer in a kitchen appliance that's handling sharp blades. When slicing a semi-frozen roast beef, I could hear the motor straining more than it should, raising questions about its longevity under regular use. The blade removal system, while designed to be easy, sometimes felt insecure when reassembling after cleaning. 5. Ostba Meat Slicer. The Ostba Meat Slicer immediately impressed me with its thoughtful design and solid build quality. This electric deli food slicer features a 7.5-inch stainless steel serrated blade powered by a 200-watt motor, providing sufficient cutting power for most home slicing needs. The adjustable thickness dial allows for customization from super thin to approximately 3/4 inch thick, giving me plenty of flexibility when preparing different foods. When I put the Ostba slicer to work, I was pleased with its performance across various foods. It handled deli meats with precision, creating those perfect thin slices for sandwiches that rival what you'd get at a professional deli counter. The serrated blade made quick work of crusty bread loaves as well, producing even slices without crushing the soft interior. I was particularly impressed when slicing a block of semi-hard cheese. The cuts were clean and consistent without the blade getting gummed up. The safety features on this model deserve special mention. Unlike some other slicers I tested, the Ostba requires you to press both the safety lock and power buttons simultaneously to operate, which significantly reduces the risk of accidental activation. The non-slip suction cup feet kept the unit firmly planted on my countertop, even when slicing tougher cuts of meat that required more pressure. This stability gave me confidence when using the machine, especially when my hands were near the blade. Cleaning the Ostba slicer was relatively straightforward thanks to its seamless and removable design. Number 4. Chef's Choice 615A Electric Meat Slicer. The Chef's Choice 650A Electric Meat Slicer stands out with its professional-grade construction and thoughtful engineering. This rugged slicer features all structural components made of cast aluminum and stainless steel, including a metal food pusher, a significant upgrade from the plastic components found in many home slicers. The 120-watt motor may seem modest on paper, but it's engineered with a high-torque design and smooth gear drive that delivers impressive performance. When I tested this slicer, I was immediately struck by the quality of its construction. The cast aluminum and stainless steel components give it a substantial feel that inspires confidence. The 7-inch stainless steel blade handled everything I threw at it with precision, from paper-thin prosciutto to thicker cuts of roast beef. The precision thickness control allowed me to adjust from deli-thin slices to approximately 3/4-inch thick cuts, providing excellent versatility for different culinary applications. One feature I particularly appreciated was the tilted food carriage, which made the slicing process noticeably more efficient. Food glided smoothly through the blade with minimal resistance, and the cantilever design delivered sliced food directly onto my waiting platter. The large-capacity food carriage fully retracts to accommodate extra-large roasts and hams, which came in handy when I was preparing for a large family gathering. The metal food pusher, with its easy grip, non-slip design, provided excellent control and safety during operation. 3. LEM Mighty Bite Meat Slicer. The LEM Mighty Bite Meat Slicer immediately caught my attention with its professional-quality aluminum die-cast housing and powerful 200-watt motor. This home-use slicer comes with not one, but two 8.5-inch stainless steel blades, both serrated and straight, allowing you to tackle a wide variety of foods with optimal results. The easy-to-read thickness dial adjusts from wafer-thin up to 625 inches thick, providing excellent versatility for different slicing needs. When I put the LEM Mighty Bite to work in my kitchen, I was impressed by its quiet, belt-driven operation. Unlike some other slicers that create a racket, this one maintained a reasonable noise level even when slicing through tougher cuts of meat. The large 8.5-inch blade made quick work of tall cuts of meat, allowing me to slice a whole ham with ease. I particularly appreciated the ability to swap between the straight blade for standard meats and the serrated blade for fibrous meats or cheeses. This versatility proved invaluable when preparing a large charcuterie board for entertaining. The sturdy aluminum frame with suction feet provided excellent stability during operation. Even when slicing dense, partially frozen meats for jerky preparation, the slicer remained firmly planted on my countertop without any worrisome movement. The clear plastic, removable handguard held food firmly against the blade while keeping my hands at a safe distance, addressing one of my primary concerns with home meat slicers. The sliding meat tray glided effortlessly on its polished steel rail, making the slicing process smooth and controlled. 2. VEVOR Commercial Meat Slicer. The VEVOR Commercial Meat Slicer represents a significant step up in quality and performance, blurring the line between home and professional-grade equipment. This impressive machine features a robust 200-watt motor that delivers between 350 to 400 RPM, providing the power and speed needed for efficient slicing of various foods. The 8-inch carbon steel blade is designed for durability and precision, while the adjustable thickness control allows for customization from 0 to 0.47 inches. When I first set up the VEVOR slicer in my test kitchen, I was struck by its solid construction. The main body is crafted from high-quality aluminum alloy, ADC12, giving it a substantial feel that speaks to its durability. Despite its commercial-grade build, I was pleasantly surprised by how quiet it operated, less than 60 dB according to my measurements, making it suitable for home use without creating a disturbance. This quiet operation doesn't come at the expense of performance. The slicer handled everything from tough roasts to delicate cheeses with impressive precision. The adjustable thickness feature proved to be exceptionally versatile during my testing. I could easily switch from paper-thin slices for charcuterie to thicker cuts for sandwiches with a simple adjustment of the dial. The precision of the thickness control was remarkable. When I set it to produce 2mm slices of roast beef, each slice was consistently the same thickness from start to finish. This level of control is essential for both presentation and cooking purposes, especially when preparing dishes that require uniform cooking times. 1. KWS MS-10NS Commercial Meat Slicer. The KWS MS-10NS stands at the pinnacle of meat slicing excellence, representing the gold standard for both home enthusiasts and professional kitchens. This premium commercial-grade slicer features a powerful 320-watt motor that delivers exceptional performance without breaking a sweat. The 10-inch premium stainless steel blade is coated with Teflon, providing superior non-stick properties and corrosion resistance that ensures years of reliable service. From the moment I began testing the KWS MS-10NS, it was clear this machine operates in a different league. The semi-automatic operation made slicing effortless, with the carriage moving smoothly across the blade with minimal effort on my part. When processing 5 pounds of roast beef for a catering event, the slicer maintained consistent performance from the first slice to the last, with no signs of motor strain or overheating. The precision of the cuts was remarkable. I could adjust from whisper-thin prosciutto slices to thicker cuts for sandwiches, and each slice was perfectly uniform. The build quality of the KWS MS-10NS is exceptional in every respect. The aluminum alloy base provides a stable foundation, while the anodized surface treatment enhances durability and makes cleaning easier. The waterproof on-off switch is a thoughtful safety feature that prevents electrical hazards during cleaning. I particularly appreciated the built-in dual whetstone sharpener, which allowed me to maintain the blade's edge with the simple flip of a lever, a feature that ensures optimal cutting performance over the long term without requiring additional tools or professional sharpening services. Final thought. So there you have it, a comprehensive review of the 7 best meat slicers on the market today. Whether you're a casual home cook looking for an affordable option or a serious culinary enthusiast seeking professional-grade equipment, there's a perfect meat slicer for your needs. Remember to consider factors like motor power, blade size, construction quality, and ease of cleaning when making your selection. Happy slicing!